Hi everyone, I'm Kat Lazo, also known as the Cat's Meow, and welcome to another episode of Engage by Uplift. I'm here with Peter Musser.
Hey everybody.
Rhiannon McGavin.
Hi.
And Mary Kate Wiles.
Hello.
So today we're going to be talking about this idea of being better. Why do you think our society expects survivors to just get better so quickly?
Well, I would say that's because a lot of people don't know the full after effects and ramifications of sexual assault and that ensuing trauma. So there's a very powerful image going around the internet right now of the brain after a huge trauma and the brain before the huge trauma, and the effects of PTSD, you know, they light it up in the brain and it's huge and it's all over, and it drastically changes the way that you view things and your mental health and physical health.
Also, I think a lot of it has to do with the idea that there are certain things in our society that we don't feel comfortable talking about openly, and that can be anything to do with sex, or most things to do with sex, anything that makes people feel vulnerable. And sexual trauma, unfortunately, falls under both of those categories.
I think with sort of our parents' and grandparents' generation, there's this, idea that you just got to suck it up and walk it off. And I think as a society, we're trying to sort of not erase that completely, but make that a little more workable for real life and truly understanding other people and supporting other people.
Do you think that there's a difference between being better and being different?
I think a lot of people tend to think of things as either good or bad, or positive or negative. There's a lot of dichotomies in our society that don't really exist, good or bad, gender, all of these different things, sexuality. But I think there's a lot of value in just seeing things as being different. Because with something like being sexually assaulted or being raped, that's not going to go away for somebody that happens to somebody. And they have to find a new normal for them so that they can work through that and function.
Yeah, and for sure, and especially in cases of childhood sexual assault, when the trauma is so early in life before your brain has fully formed, their normal doesn't exist anymore. And I mean, speaking frankly, normal never exists because everyone's experiences are so different.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, being better looks different for everyone. There's no set, okay, you did it, you achieved it, gold star, you're fine now. That's ridiculous. Everybody has their own ways of healing.
Absolutely. How can we as people be better support systems to loved ones who have experienced sexual trauma?
Listening. I would definitely say an active listening in particular, where you're nodding along and you're interacting with the person that you're talking to. And you don't have to take immediate action, just let them know that you're there.
Know what you aren't. I am not a counselor. I can certainly listen, but my advice only goes as far as my expertise goes.
Right.
And I think that's a really uncomfortable thing for a lot of people, because some people by nature want to help, and they will try very hard to help. And if they don't know how, they can end up sometimes causing more harm than they mean to.
That's really important. I didn't think of that. That's very true. What are some things that we should never say to an individual who has experienced sexual trauma in terms of expecting them to get better?
Well, one thing is, I don't really think that's what happened.
I also think to myself, the quote, just get over it.
When someone is asking you so many questions
Details
about your sexual assault, it's are you trying to help, or is this a
Is
thing
it to
for
fulfill
you?
your own curiosity?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you're talking to somebody who's been raped, every time they talk about it again, it has the potential to re-victimize them. They may end up reliving it. Exactly. And that's really bad when you've already done it once, avoiding judgment calls, but that's something that's really unfortunate. So be understanding and don't try and pull too many details out of them. Just kind of believe them.
What are some good self-care tips that you would recommend or that you all practice?
Treating yourself well. It sounds so cliche, but I'm personally a very type A person, and I just get really mad at myself when I waste time watching TV, which is really stupid. And I think sometimes you just need to lay in bed and watch TV.
Okay, this might be playing into consumers' culture, but it's not my fault that I was born into this late capitalist hell. I love lotion and makeup and all of that great stuff. If something is nice and it smells good and it looks pretty, and if I put it on my body, then that means that I look good and smell pretty and am good.
Chocolate, tons of chocolate.
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 Yeah,
But besides that, also just check in with yourself all the time. Take a second, think, how am I feeling? How is my environment treating me? How am I reacting to it?
Wow, you all have shared so much great advice. Thank you so much for lending your voice to this really difficult topic. Thank you for watching. This was another episode of Engage by Uplift. Till next time. All right, that's it for this week. Don't forget to answer our call to action using the hashtag EngageUplift on social media or in the comments down below. And while you're at it, why not subscribe? Thanks again. I'm Kat Lazo of the Cat's Meow. Till next time.